Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. On this fabulous day I thought to make a vlog about Akaimabetta. So from all the way city center till Akaimabetta I will guide through the journey, and then a few facts or few some things about the Akaimabetta itself. If you drive straight on this outer ring road, you have to reach to the Hebbal circle, where on the Hebbal circle you have to take a left and connect to the airport road. So you get a sign signal here. If you go straight, you go to Kolar or Hosur, which takes on a complete outer ring road, and then you connect. We have to take a left, so better take this deviation here, so to avoid the signal getting red and getting stuck over there. Usually there will be a traffic on this junction, because this is a junction where you take a left, airport, go straight to the Marathalli and all. So at this point we reached to the Hebbal circle or Hebbal junction. At this point you have to take a left. This route will connect you to the airport road. If you are well versed with the decathlon and all, that can be one more landmark to reach to the Akaimabetta. So on my left side you can find the Hebbal Lake, which is one of the tourist place which is at the city center. Now you connected onto the airport road, or else I would say it's a Devanahalli route. So Anandpur, Kurnool, all the vehicles will go on this direction itself. Once you connected onto the airport road, there's the deviation. If you take it on the service road, it usually will have a lot of traffic. Take the flyover, which is quite a longest, or I would say quite a big enough, you can able to cover a lot of distance. On my right side you get a lot of hospitals, such as Columbia Asia is one of the hospital. So if you keep driving straight, on your right side you find a Jakkur Airbase station, where you can able to find some of the flight activities and all will be connected. So that's on the right side. So keep driving straight. Another landmark is on a GKVK. So this a railway track or this station we call as a GKVK. This could be another landmark for you to keep considering when you're driving. So usually there could be a chances of confusion. Some people take a left from here, but you have to keep driving straight. This is a junction where some people wanted to avoid, or some other directions they used to take here, but we have to drive straight on this flyover itself. One precautions to the, especially the fast driver or speedy driver, or else you can say rash driver. On both the roads you will find many patrolling vehicles, so be careful on that. Okay, and the point now on your left side you get a police parade ground. That's one more landmark. Connecting to this compound itself you will get Yelahanka Air Force Station also. That's another landmark. Now we are able to see Air Force Station Yelahanka. This is one of the good landmark when you wanted to reach to the Akaimabetta, because this is definitely everyone who are in the Bangalore, or if you are asking someone to guide also, will have an idea. Now there is one more landmark There is a flyover, again get connected. If you see on the left side of you, there is a small lake. Okay. That's another landmark you have to take on a flyover and keep driving straight. We are almost close to the destination. After Yelahanka Air Force Station, there is a deviation which is important for you to connect to the Akayama Betta. The moment this flyover gets down, you have to take a left route and you have to take a service road. So we are almost close to that service road now. So at this point we will be taking left deviation. If many people would have heard about Avalahalli, Avala Betta, sorry, yes, if many people heard about Avala Betta, for that you have to take a left route here. So we have to go straight, and under the bridge you have to take a right. Earlier this point was open, so you can connect it to this route from this section itself, but they have stopped or they have blocked it. Yeah, this was the point earlier. You can see there are barricades being applied. Earlier here we used to take a left, but now we have to take a quite far away itself, the left deviation itself. Now that's a point where we have to take a right deviation. Yeah, here we have to take a right deviation. So they call that as a Vidyanagara. The one who wanted to go to the Decathlon, at this point they will take a right and then they will take a left here. Here, if you take a left, you will go to the Decathlon, and we have to go straight. The one important point here, you can see Sri Venkateshwara group of institutions, an arch. You have to drive further straight. Road condition after you taking the right, it's not that great. From here you have to drive for some distance. Let us take around 3 to 5 kilometers or less than that. A straight drive is there. Once you get these institutions here, from there I think it's less than 1 or 2 kilometers. So you can see the Akayama Betta on left side. So here, yeah, here you have to take a left, but there is no road itself to go inside. This only deviation at this point you have to take, that's on the left deviation to reach to the Akayama Betta, and there you go, you can see the Akayama Betta. Now coming back to the Akayama Betta, you can able, there is a two way to reach a hilltop. Say if you wanted to climb up the hill, they have a steps here which is approximately 150 to 200, not more than that. So this is the point where you have a bus stop. Opposite to that you have steps which will take you to the hilltop. So this is a place where you can climb up to the hilltop. This is all the way. It is not even 200 steps. Okay, there is another way which takes all the way from there. You can reach to the, I mean, you can drive itself to the hilltop. Let's take a ride. So here you have to take a left deviation. ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದಾ? ಹಾಂ ಹಾಂ ಬರುತ್ತಾ? Oh, there is a cement road they are doing. If not, you can take this left route and you will be able to connect. Now let's explore this place now. The localite mentioned you have to go drive straight. You get in a temple. There you have to take a left. Yeah, understood. There's another route. Okay. I hope I will reach to the right direction. Looks like here we should have a left route. Yeah, this is a temple. Yes, this temple we have to take left. ಅಣ್ಣ ಅಕ್ಕ ಎಮ್ಮೆ ಬೆಟ್ಟ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಇದು? ಅಕ್ಕ ಎಮ್ಮೆ ಬೆಟ್ಟ. ಓ hello brother, this route will go to Akka Emme Betta. Okay, you have a Veera Brahmendra. Okay. If you would have taken that route, you would have been connected to this one. We have to take a left, sorry, right, and then here we are. So this is a hilltop ride. The road condition is too good, no doubt in that one. So you have a two temple. There is a one temple almost about to reach to the hilltop. You get the temple on the right side. This is the Hanuman temple, if I remember correctly. Yes, Veeranjanaya Swami temple. Usually at this point of time, Saturday, Sunday, you can find a lot of crowd. So we reached to the hilltop. I mean, at least to the drive where you can park your vehicles. So this is a parking space which has been allotted and been maintained. The parking fees is just 10 rupees for a two-wheeler. I'm not sure, probably 20 rupees could be for a four-wheeler. So they will give you a receipt. So make sure without receipt, don't give the money. So parking wise, it is quite good. To go to the temple, you have to take either this route or even this route will go. Again, you have to take a little left deviations. Temple usually will be open on Tuesdays and a Sunday. So you may not find much a bigger crowd, or whatever the crowd you find could be some college students or quite a very less number of the families you can find now. So I was telling, you can also come or climb up to the hilltop. So this is a place where if you take steps, you will reach out here.
So this temple is looks good, but cleanliness is not that been maintained. Everywhere you can find the plastics or whatever the dump has been thrown up like that. Let's get into the temple. Can find a lot of plastics being thrown. Cleanliness wise, it is not at all good. The temple looks good. They have two temples here. One is it's called a Shiva temple is also there, and Akkayama and his brother Muneshwar Swami temple is also there. So this is Muneshwar Swami Devasthana temple, and that is nothing but the Akkayama Devasthana. They have here Yaga Mantapa, everything has been already installed. There is a small, in front of Akkayama Devasthana, a temple, there is a small pond of water. Some of them, they have told some stories behind this pond. When somebody is not getting a child, so they will pray to the god, and they do follow some rituals. So related to that, they connected stories. And exactly opposite to the Akkayama temple, you can find Muneshwara Swami Devasthana, and you have some statues of Shiva and Parvati here. You have one broken Lakshmi temple itself. It don't have a roof. It's not having a roof. There's another small temple, and if you closely observe here, earlier times when the deities and all, when they come here, so they usually stay here, it seems. And this structures, whatever they have constructed here, this usually they used to stay, cook. So this is what these structures are made. And if you closely observe, these are been standing from decades, the 100, probably closely, I think 400-500 years onwards. These are the how it has been standing without having the so-called currently the concretes and all. There are a few more temples which are located on the other side. We will explore those temples also, and we'll see what are their few more points which makes this place definitely a must visit. It's a new Kaman they are doing, looks good. The design and all looks good. If you closely observe, this was the only thing was available earlier. This was the only Kaman, earlier it was available. Now that and this whole thing they are constructing. There's only one store for refreshments and all available. You can get some coffee, some cold drinks, some biscuits packets and all here. If you walk straight further on this route, you get an Sri Ram temple and all. Yes, Sri Ramalaya temple. And there's a quite hangout places or a photo places only you can call. So those are located backside of this Ramalaya. This is a Ramalaya temple, which I was just mentioned few seconds ago. So as I said, the Akkayama Betta is not only the hilltop is having the Akkayama, the temple. It has a Sri Ram temple, and opposite to there you can find one more temple, but now that some renovation is going on, so I'll not be going there. But this is the Ramalaya Sri Ram temple. So this route, or else on the other way there is another route which both will connect on to the viewpoints, and there is one more temple. There's one more temple which is located kind of a cave temple, what we call, which is located on the other side. We will also look into that temple. It's quite a big hill rock. So now we are at the place where a lot of photographs or photo shoots or selfies will be taken. The viewpoints are too good, definitely must and are definitely a visit point to the Akkayama Betta itself. If you keep walking further down there, you get a lot of some specifically such as designed for a photo shoot. And there is another place, if you see, there is another route goes. Some people can also climb up from the other side. So we drive our vehicle till onto the hilltop on the other side, but there is a definitely possibility if somebody wanted to climb up the hill, they can take up the other route and climb up itself. You can find the gigantic rocks here. So now we are heading to the cave temple. It's closed, but I can show you from the outside itself. So this is what I just mentioned. It's written as an Gavi Maheshwari Ammanavara Mahasannidhana. I don't know why they have closed even the exit here. But this is the temple. Looks like a cave itself, but not sure. But yes, as it closed, we cannot explore much. But this is located inside a big rock itself, below the big rock. You will reach to the another open space itself, to this one here. Some families are enjoying. it's a time for me to provide my review with respect to the Akkaiyama Betta. Akkaiyama Betta is located approximately 20 kilometer, or else you can say at the direction towards the Decathlon. Whomsoever known about the Decathlon Anubhava, they can able to easily find out the Akkaiyama Betta. So approximately 20 kilometer at the distance from the city center, or let us take the Hebal itself, the Akkaiyama Betta is located. The advantage is you can able to drive the vehicle onto the hilltop itself, and at certain distance you can able to find the temples and a very good the viewpoint itself. Some negative point as such, the trash, everything has been thrown on the hilltop, whether it's on a plastics or beer bottles or some soft drink bottles, everything has been thrown up onto the hilltop. That's the only the bad point I could able to see. There are many temples such as an Akkaiyama Betta, Akkaiyama temple, Muneshwar Swami temple, and Ramalaya, the Sri Ram temple, and there are some more other small temples are being located on a hilltop. There are 2 or 3 ways if you wanted to climb up the hill to the hilltop. There is a back route where completely no steps are involved, but you have to climb up the hill. There is another main entrance where you can climb up approximately less than 200 steps would be there to take you to the hilltop, and as I said, the third one to the drive directly to the hill itself. So overall, to the drive to the Akkaiyama Betta is definitely good. You get the airport road, which is definitely very smooth and not much hiccups. But once you get into connected to the main route, which will take you to the off the main route, definitely that's not that great route, but yes, it's quite okay. So travel to the destination, no doubt, it's definitely good. On the other hand, on a hilltop, it's a very decent looks you get and very pretty views as such as, and if you come onto the evenings or onto the mornings, definitely very clear sky, and the clouds are very well placed, and you will definitely enjoy the view. It's a must visit place, but one point, if you come up with the family or friends, or especially when it comes to the kids, you don't get much eatables here. There's only one small shop is located where you get some biscuits or some chakis or some chais. Apart from that, not much. Probably you get some cold drinks also. That's it, but nothing much other than the exploring or spending some quality time in the evenings or the mornings. Apart from that, nothing else much here. But definitely a much, I would say at least a must visit once to this place. So overall, considering everything, I would rate this place 3 out of 5. Why 3? Definitely the trashes are too much here and not at all cleanly maintained. That is the only reason I would say. And apart from that, the things are too good, but I cannot rate more than 3. That's my perspective, as I told. So I would request everyone to come enjoy the evenings or your mornings with your family or friends. If you like this video, please do subscribe, share with your friends and family, and leave your comments like what is the place which you want me to explore and provide my point of view. Thank you everyone. See you until the next video. Bye.